What's going on, guys? Average Joe back with another video. So today, you guys haven't seen the Camaro in a while, but we got our gauge pod and air fuel ratio gauge on there last time. Today, got myself a new steering wheel. So we got the Cleetus McFarland edition MPI steering wheel from Motion Raceworks, and an NRG quick release. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that puppy on here, and yeah. So spruce this thing up a little bit. Still need to get some racing seats and harnesses and harness bar and better tires and all that stuff. But for right now, fancy steering wheel just have to do, I suppose. So let's get to it. Start off, you want to disconnect your power from the battery so that you don't blow your airbag right in your face. And then we're gonna take that guy and pull the 4 bolts out of the back of the steering wheel that hold the airbag in here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll be able to take the airbag off, unplug the airbag, and there should just be a nut holding the steering wheel on, and then pop that guy off and go to town. So let me get you set up here. Alright, so there it is. This is your positive for the horn. So it gets the power from the steering wheel, runs it to here, and then the contact from the airbag goes in, and when you push on the button, it goes beep 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 beep. I don't know. Anyway, we got to take this guy off now. Take this nut off, and then this should pop off, and have to figure out what we're gonna do with this. So hopefully that just unplugs. Okay, so that nut ended up being a 21 millimeter. Just kind of get on there, hang on to the steering wheel, and then it should crack loose. So I'll get this guy off of here, and then we'll see if we can't just pull the steering wheel off. But if it's on there pretty good, we might have to get the steering wheel puller out. Which basically just threads into, you got a bolt that threads in here and a bolt that threads in here, and then you use like a jack screw right here to kind of like jack the wheel off of the shaft. I'll get this guy off, and we'll see if we can't just pull on this thing. And we'll leave that on. Leave this on a couple threads, so if we do pop it off, it doesn't come right into my face. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go find the steering wheel puller. So that's all right. I think I got one. Okay, so here's the steering wheel puller kit. Oops. Basically just a couple different thread sizes with a plate, a couple washers, and this little spacer dude. I think that just goes in there. Yeah, just gives you extra pushing force or something. I don't freaking know. But yeah, so we're just gonna find the right bolt for this steering wheel, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so it ended up being the coarse threads. They were just gummed up a little bit. Get that out of there. And we're gonna take socket, this guy, and we're just gonna crank on that. It should. There it goes. So now, yep, pull on that, pops it right off. But I want to make sure that I got this as straight as possible. So when I put this one on, it's not crooked, because that's gonna drive me batshit crazy. So let's take another peek at this guy here. So after a couple quick YouTube searches, looks like you got to remove the clock spring, which is just a C-clip down in there. So you get down in there, spread that open, pop it off, and then the clock spring pops out, right? And then you actually have to either completely remove your clock spring from your steering column, which is a tedious pain in the butt, or you can cut the wires here. And from what I've heard, if you put a 3.9 ohm resistor in there, that'll keep your airbag light from popping on. So for right now, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that, and then I'll come back and put a resistor in later, because I honestly don't even know where you get resistors. Is Radio Shack still around? I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find like a Radio Shack or something like that. Maybe I can order it online. I don't know. I'll let you guys know if I find something. But yeah, so we'll do a 3.9 ohm resistor in there, and then we'll just tuck it away right here, because this rotates, so you don't want it getting caught in there. So yeah, for now I'm just gonna cut that, and then we'll move on. So I kind of just broke the clock spring. I pulled the thing out that these wires were attached to, and then I just took them out of the little housing here and pulled them off of the tape. So this is what we would wire our ohm to, or our resistor to, 3.9 ohm resistor. So probably just solder it to each of those and then tape it up. But for now I'm going to tape these individually and then tuck them in there so that they're out of the way, and then I'll put a resistor in later if the airbag light annoys me enough. Alright, well, we had to get out the big guns. So I got the Dremel out with a little flap sander on it, and we need to knock these guys down. and probably back, I don't know, like a ½ inch or so. So we're just gonna kind of knock those out, and then we'll clean this up, and then the hub should fit on without any issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Woo, that's stinky. So there you have it. We just kind of sanded that down back about a ½ inch or so, and then I just need to wipe all that out, vacuum it or blow it, one of the two. But we'll get that done, and then we should be able to pop that hub back on. All right, so now when we put this on, we don't have those knobs rubbing on the hub. So we should be good. Snug this up, and then we should be able to finish putting the steering wheel on. It does put it pretty close to you, but I like it. I like it a lot. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Loctite these center bolts too. I just torqued them down last night. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. There you go. I think that's gonna do it for today. We'll see you guys next time.